venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Open man is Quintez Cephas. The 20, 10.
Don't worry about it.
Touchdown, Detroit. Quintez Cephas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Washington nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They go play action. Mariota. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they... Wood moved the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mariota on the keeper.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Play fake. Mariota, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
4th down.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. Play action now. Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins. And the Lions will take over. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them in the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
He was taken down at the
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, Swift. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taken charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 30, 12 yards there and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas.
And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He's going to air one out. And got it his man, complete. A big pickup of 38.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, complete. It is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Point is good.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Swift. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
This is a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
37-yard
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas,
and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fuller there on the coverage.
again. Stafford. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On second and very short, Mariota eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Stafford here.
And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Lions 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards times where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, breaks another. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And now Stafford must not be pleased with something. He's going to turn, and he signals for a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And then here's another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and he will take this across midfield and down the 48-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 29, Stafford, he's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete from the contact.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, Mariota again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. They'll try the left side. Gibson. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? First ball starts going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time.
And it's 3rd down. Throwing again at Stafford.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To the air again. Stafford escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 23.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return will stop right around the 25. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Brought him down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Here's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on it.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Stafford on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Sliding out of the pocket, and now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
They run the counter. It's Gibson. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run.
Showtime today, baby.
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Swift. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Mariota buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.